So once we can open the controller, right, like this it will open, and that manual scenario, goal oriented scenario will be there. So in real time always will go with the manual scenario only. So for here, these all available scripts means what are the scripts you are completed as of now, all scripts will be displayed here. So now you need to select for the which script you are completed with all script announcements. The script you need to push into here like this, you need to push, and after that click on OK. Okay, so once open this, and once we can click on OK, it will be open like this, and this is the script name, this is the script path, and quantity nothing but number of virtual users, only one user. This is the local host, and here will be schedule by scenario. We have schedule by group is there, and already yesterday last week I told, right, what is the schedule by scenario. So schedule by scenario nothing but we have the 2-3 scripts will be there. So you want to design scenario same like every scenario will be 2 user, 3 users, means you need to ramp up, ramp down duration, everything will be same. So you need to go with the schedule by scenario. Otherwise each scenario will be different scenario you need to design, means you need to go with the schedule by group. So now see schedule by scenario we are doing, and so this is the start user nothing but ramp up, and duration nothing but test duration, how much time we are executing. Stop user nothing but ramp down. So now you can exert. So I'm giving for the number of virtual user count will be 50 users. So every 5 users will be ramp up in 10 seconds. 10 seconds I'm giving. 10 seconds I give it. See, now you can observe all 50 users, means every 10 users will be ramp up for every time. See, so for first 10 seconds, it will be 10 users will come. After 10 seconds, like 20 seconds. So how much users it is coming? 20 and 30, 1 minute 30 users and 40 users, and total will be how much? 1 hour 30 minutes, 50 users will be reaching for the destination. And after that, this is the duration of the test, how much duration you need to execute the test. And going to the stop user nothing but end condition. So how you are given start condition, you need to give for the end condition also same. And click on OK. Now you can observe. See, this is the ramp up, and this is the duration, like how much time you are executing the test. This is the ramp down. So what is the ramp down and what is the ramp up, Vamshi? What is the ramp up, ramp down?
అన్నా యాక్చువల్లీ అవుట్ సైడ్ కొంచెం
Vamshi?
అన్నా నేను మొబైల్ తో కనెక్ట్ అయినా కొంచెం అవుట్ సైడ్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంది.
Funny? What is the ramp up, ramp down?
Gradually increase load.
Sorry?
Gradually increase load.
Yes, gradually increasing the load is called ramp up. Ramp down means gradually reducing the load. And schedule based scenario means all scripts behave like their own scenario and having ramp up, ramp down duration. Schedule by group means every script live their own scenario having their own ramp up, ramp down duration. So in that controller, once open, we have the design scenario. Design scenario means how much number of users you want to execute, means you need to select for the number of users here in design. Run mode means you want to execute the test, means click on start scenario button. So before going to here, so I need to explain for this all options also. So this is the start scenario, means you want to start test, means you can click on here also, click the start scenario. So this is the virtual user generator. For this script you want to open in the virtual user generator, you can click on this, it automatically the script will be open. in the user. And this is the add group. Add group nothing but, see, if you want to add any new script, means you can select that script and you need to add the number of user quantity. You need to add the quantity and click on OK. See, second script is also added. Now we are doing for the schedule by scenario. Means what will happen? What will happen? Total 10 users given, right? So 10 users, schedule by scenario. Now you can observe, you are select for the schedule by group and you can observe this. See, this is the first scenario we are scheduling, but you can observe here will be only we are not given for the not initialize for the number of users. So if you want to initialize for the 10 users, you can 10 users, and you need to give for the ramp up like 5 users for 10 seconds. See, this is that, and this is the different one. So if you want, means you can assign the number of users like 10 users, and every 2 users will be 15 seconds. See, now you can observe. See, means when you are select as a schedule by group, each script behave like their own scenario. Means you want design this, means you can design this. You want design this, means you can design. So based on for the different scenarios, you need to design like this. And after that, so this is the add group, nothing but you want to add for the new script. Add virtual users means if you want to add number of users, like now we are added only 10 users only we had added, but you want to add more users means add users, and you want which script you need to add more scenarios, you can give for the one more tab and click on OK. See, now you can observe total will be 20 users will added. Means you can add the users and you can delete the user also. We have the options will be there. Okay, and going to this, and this is the already I explained that this is the add group, nothing but you want to add for any script. This is for the remove group. For example, you want to remove this script and you can click on this and it will automatically remove. And this is for the runtime settings. So when you are doing for the, is a very important, you are doing for the load test or any kind of test you are doing, so you need to assign for the runtime settings for here. So in runtime settings, you need to set for the runtime settings. Like you want for this script means which script you want to select for. Right now we are selected this script. So you want to only change for the this details. Like you are giving for the run logic, meaning no need to change anything. What is the run logic? Run logic nothing but it indicate the number of your iterations. Like you want for the how many iterations you want, you need to give for the that many iterations. And now again going to the pacing. So what is the pacing? Nothing but the pacing is a delay between the iteration to iteration. Iteration nothing but one business flow. So for example, we are doing for the flight booking. Entire scenario will be book the flight and log out. And after the log out, again what we are doing, we are again logging to the application. So in that login, log out in between, some delay we need to give for, that is the pacing, because some breathing time we are giving, that is the pacing. Pacing nothing but it is a delay between the iteration to iteration. And we have the different type of pacings will be there, like start new iteration as soon as no previous iteration ends, means no pacing, means no need to give for the any time, you no need to give for the any time waiting time. Otherwise, you can observe start new iteration after the previous iteration end with, you need to give for the fixed, or you want select means you can select this, and we have the drop down will be there. If you want fixed means you need to give for the 60 seconds. Maybe you want for the random means you can select this and you need to give for the randomly like 60 to 90 seconds. Then what will happen? 61 it will pick, maybe 70 pick, or 89 pick, up to 90 pick. More than 90 is not picked, because randomly you are giving, it will pick for the randomly anything for that. And one more option, start new iteration, you need to give for the fixed Interval means you need to give for the fixed 16 means. So no facing, fixed and random facings we have. And going to the logs. So you need to, when you are doing for the execution in load test, you need to disable these logs. This is the very important. So you are doing for the logs, doing for the execution means logs will be, you need to disable. And think time. Think time also we seen, right? Think time nothing but it's a delay between the action to action. So you are giving for the, like you are doing for the launch, and after that you are doing for the login. So in the launch end and start end transaction and login start transaction, in between some time will be happen, because we are doing for the, we are entering for the username password, or you are clicking. So sometime it will be right, depends on the customer to customer. Maybe I am good for the typing, then I will enter very soon, then it will not took some time. So this is called as a think time. Think time, which is nothing but it's a delay between the, like action to action or transaction to transaction. And we have the additional attributes will be there, no need, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous also very important. So for example, you are running test. If it is a error came, you want to continue your test, you need to give for the continue on error. Then what will happen, right? Your test will be never stop. Then it will continue for your test. And otherwise, you want to file open transaction and LR message. So you want for the message particular where it is a failing, and you need to open the transaction with an LRR message means you need to give for this. Otherwise, I want to generate for the snapshot error. Like you want for the any snapshot means in image format, if you want for the see for the which error we are getting means you need to check this. And we have the very important things, these two, multi-threading. We have the run use as a thread and run use as a process will be there. So when we are going as a run use as a process and run use as a thread means, so all web-based application you need to go with the run use as a thread. So if you are going as a run use a process means all desktop based applications or Citrix based application, SAP GUI based application, you are selecting for the run use as a process. But you are doing for the any kind of web application, you need to select for the run use as a thread. So these are two will be very important. And browser emulation, nothing but you want which browser you want select means you need to select here. And you want cache, you need to delete the cache means you can clear the cache also. And speed emulation, this will be no need. And content check, see enable content check during the replay. So when you are executing, so you want to enable this means you can enable this. You no need means you can always it will be enabled. And proxy. So you want any proxy, you can give for the proxy. No proxy means you need to select for the no proxy, because so you want restricted anything means you need to give for the proxy. Use custom proxy means you need to use for that custom proxy. So I don't want to any proxy, then you need to select for the no proxy. And content check already done, right? Sorry, preferences. In the preferences, we are able to see the, like you want to enable the image and text checkpoint, you can enable this. Automatically the when you are doing for the like execution, right, automatically it enable the image and text checkpoint, it will execute. And this is the HTTP like it per second and HTTP codes you want to display for the, like you are getting some error like 400 or 500, you are getting some different error means you need to select for the HTTP status. You want code means you need to give the this one. And response byte seconds. And we have the advanced will be there, and we have the HTTP will be general authentication login JavaScript will be there. In the HTTP, maybe sometimes what will happen, right? You will get for the this type of error, step download timeout error. You are able to see the in general step download timeout error. See, sometimes what will happen, right? When you are executing the test, what will happen, right? You are hitting for the application, but it is not come for the particular response within 120 seconds, then it will throw an error like step download timeout error. So you are getting for the step download timeout error. Then what you need to do means you need to come here, you need to increase for the you need to increase for the number of seconds. Then it will be up to 999 seconds. It will wait, and after that automatically what will happen? Automatically your script will be executed. So if you are actually by default will be 120. If you want change means you can change when you are get for the step download timeout error. So these are the runtime options. So very important. So interview point of view, or you are doing for the any kind of load test, or you are doing for the any scripting point of also runtime settings and recording options. Everyone will be noted. Okay. So what is run latch? What is pacing? What is logs? What is think time? What is the miscellaneous? What is the content check? What is the proxy? What is the preferences? So everything you need to if you anyone asks what are the runtime settings means, you need to give for the answers, and what is what, which purpose we can use also you need to tell. Very important. Okay. So you need to design for the each script runtime settings. This is the runtime settings, and this is the parameter list. So you have done any parameterization, it will show here. Details, nothing but so which script you are doing and what is the load generator you are added, and everything it will be shown here. And this is the view script. You want to view the script means you can give the view. This is the options, and going to the above also we have options. Create new scenario means you want to create new scenario means you can click on this, and you can click on no means it will be create new scenario. Otherwise you will go with here open existing, already it will be there. You want to open means you need to click on save and no, then it automatically open for the existing scenario. And save the current activity. For example, already I done these changes, right? You want save means you can click on this button, and so it will ask for the save where you want to save. You can save it, and you can observe when you are saving for this scenario, it is what is the extension of controller means controller scenario means .lrs. What is that? .lrs. And going to this is the view user. If you want to open the script means you can click on this. This is the analyzer. You want to analyze the results means click on this, and same options will be there in file also. Open, save, and view also we have the options scenario, start scenario, or load generators, and this all things. And results means you want to analyze the results means you can select diagnostics and tools. This will be same. So this is for the in design. And design, one more thing we miss, this is for the service level agreement. Service level agreement means already I told, right? For login is 2 seconds, and launch 2 seconds, and flight booking 2 seconds, payment 2 seconds, logout will be 2 seconds. So you want to give for the some measurements, you are meeting SLA 2 seconds or not means you need to click on new, and after that click on next, and you need to select for the transaction response time. So we are which response time only we need to observe, right? We are meeting SLA or not means it's a 2 seconds we are getting meeting or not, you need to observe means transaction response time you need. So you need to select for here average. Actually we can consider as a transaction response time only average. So you need to give for the average and click on next. And what are the transactions you want, you need to add here. Like I want for the first will be login, and after that flight booking, and payment, and sign off. So maybe you missed to add here, you can click on this, it will come here. So for these transactions I'm adding for the response time, load criteria, running users, or which one you are using, you need to give for that one. We are giving for the number of virtual users only, right? You can give for that one. That is the less than 2 seconds means less than means what will happen? Less than 2 seconds and greater than equal to 3 seconds. So means it is a more than less than 2 seconds only we need for the response time, greater than or equal to 2 only. If it is a more than, we can't the SLA we are not meeting. So like this you need to add for the SLS and click on next and click on finish. So like this you need to add for the our SLA. So once this all things is completed, now we can go to the run tab, and the run tab you are able to see the what are the scenarios we are added. This all will things will be happen. In the down means now all users will be down status. Total users we are running 30. All users will be down 30. And once you can start scenario, maybe sometimes your users will be pending status will be there, and maybe it's no pending means directly all users will go to the ready status and they do further their transaction, and after that run and then just pause pay transactions. Any errors you are getting, gradual existing and stop users, this will be all things we need to observe. And going to the here schedule by scenario status. So how many numbers you are running currently means when you are executing the test, elapsed time. What is the elapsed time? Nothing but when you are click on start button, it will calculate with the second onwards, 1 second, 2 second. So means it's including for the ramp up and duration and ramp down. It is called elapsed time and it per second. So when your application hitting for the login or you are doing for the any of the transactions, so some hits will happen. So it will count for the for second how many it's happening and how many positive transaction is going, any failed transaction is going, any errors you are going, and as simply you need to observe for the running user graph and transactions response time graph, and same to the throughput and it per second graph. So these all graphs you should monitor for the during the test. Now I'm again see these all options also we discussed. Now I'm starting scenario. See, total 7 running users came. Elapsed time will be started with the like 1 second onwards. Now it's a 14 minutes is completed. Our test started. So it will be happening for the 11.20. It's last 60 seconds. Okay, and passive transactions. If any failed transactions, it will show here. And you need to observe for the graphs also. This is the running user graphs, and this is the response time graph. Means each transaction how much response time you are getting. You want to observe means you can check. And this is the hit per second, how the hits is going. And this is the throughput, how it is generating for the throughput. So during the test, you should monitor. And apart from this, you should monitor for the CPU memory also. So now you can go to the task manager. Now you are running the test and you should monitor for the CPU memory. So previous now is only for how much it will be there, 26 or 30 will be there. And now the memory will be 56% will be there. So you should monitor for the CPU memory also. While during the test, maybe it is crossing more than 80%, then CPU is not sufficient for the 30 user point of view. So you need to recommend it to the particular team. Could you please, I am executing for the 30 user test, so but I enable CPU memory is insufficient. Could you please increase? So you are not getting for the 80% less than 80%, then your test will be good. See, so 56% memory. So now you can click on here. Means while during the test, we should monitor this also. CPU memory also very important, because so you are giving some load to the application. Then what will happen? Some memory need and some process need. So that is why we are giving for the CPU memory also. It's sufficient for our load point of view. We need check. Okay. See, now we can observe memory. So in use, compressed and committed, how much is committed? Okay, out of 7.4 GB, only 2.8 GB committed. Available will be 1.7 GB is available memory. And the same thing, you can click on CPU. See, utilization will be 31% utilization is going. And speed will be 2.696 gigahertz, and threads will be 1509. Handles will be this one. So means just you should monitor for this also. You are meeting for the more than 80% or not. You need to observe for the CPU memory also while during the test. See, you can observe test is going, and you should monitor for the CPU memory also like this. And while during the test, right, you have to monitor for the performance will be there. Performance monitor. This is the default monitoring tool for the everyone. So once open this, it will be look like this, and you can click on performance monitor. And what will happen means, see, so you can click on here. You can click on resource monitor, and we are able to see for the CPU memory also. We are able to see. See CPU, how much it is happen. Server CPUs, CPU1, CPU2, and if you want memory means you can click on memory, and memory how much it is utilized. You can observe here clearly. Available how much, cache how much, total how much, installed how much, and you can click on CPU also. You are able to see for this all things. See CPU will be how much it is showing. CPU right now 28% it is showing. And the network also, if you want to see means you can see for the network also. So means you see we have the what are the in our system, all it is showing for the one, it is taking some network utilization. See graphical oriented also we are able to see. So very important for us for CPU memory also. Okay. So this is the story of the controller. So anyone have any doubts? Funny, Vamshi, Muhammad. See, test is going good. No failed transactions, no errors. What? How much time we are given? You can observe here. You can go here. Total duration we are given 5 minutes, and see every 5 users will be 15 seconds. Will be 15 seconds. Every 5 user will be coming. So total how many users we are given? 20. 20 by 5 means 4. 4 into 5 means 60 seconds. So 60 seconds will be ramp up is going, and going to the ramp down we can calculate. Every one user will be 30 seconds means 10 into 30 means how much? 300 seconds. 300 seconds means how many minutes? 5 minutes. 5, 6, 30. 3 means 5 minutes. Total will be how much duration it will execute? 5 plus 5, 10 plus 1, 11 minutes will be your test will be execute. 11 minutes your test will be executed. See, some users will be going to stopping. Now we can observe. So during the test, you should monitor for this also. So how much time it is taking for the average response time? You need to observe for this during the test. These all will be graphs, nothing but login. This is the indicating for the, you can click on this and it will highlight for this. This is the login graph. And you can click on this, it will be FB, flight booking. This is the payment. So you can click on this payment. So if you're able to see the graph means you can able to see that like this. How many tabs we have? Controller design tab, run tab, and diagnostics tab. Design tab nothing but to design the scenario like number of users. For the number of scenarios, we need to design the scenario. Run means you want to execute the scenario means click on for the run. So I'm stopping. Still 3 minutes will be there. Just I'm stopping our test. See, test will be stopped. Once your test is finished, now you are able to see the results. See, total still down is the 10 users will be there. Means total only out of 30, only 20 users only worked. So now you want to analyze the results means you can go to the results and click on analyze results. So it automatically it will open that which test we are executed. The test will open. You should wait for the until 100% is complete for the test. See, everything will be displayed. You should wait until load for the all the results. See, now test is completed. This is the reports. In the reports, summary report. So if anyone asks for the summary report, what are things will be there, right? Like what time you are started test and how many duration you are executed, like 8 minutes 50 seconds we stopped our test. And now you can observe start 6 define SLA means we are assigned SLA like 2 seconds we are assigned. Now you can observe maximum running users we are executed 20 and total throughput is generated this many, average throughput generated this many, total hits generated this many, average hits generated this many. And this is the scenario, how we design the scenario like this. And going to here, you are able to see the response time. See, 0.53 means average response time is the 20 users. It is not crossing for the more than 2 seconds. Then your results will be good. Everyone able to see? Login is the 10 users, 20 users in the average will be 0.281 seconds only. And after that flight booking only 0.533 only. And payment only it is taking for 0.112 only. Sign up only 0.204 only. Means less than 2 seconds happening for the all the transactions. So you are good for the results. Then you need to send for these results to the stakeholders or client. You want send means you need to send that. So you can see the same to graphical also graphs will be there. You want to see the graphics like running user graph how it is happen and it's how it is it's happen like this it's happen and throughput graph how it is generated and transaction summary graph. So transaction summary nothing but so flight booking and this all things how many times it will be executed. You are able to see the 60 time executed and this is indicating for the pass. This will be stop condition because we are stop test, that is why it is executed only 15 and 9 4 and it is showing. And this is the average response time graph means each graph you can click on this, it will highlight for that transaction how it will happen, the transaction payment transaction how it will went. And you want to see means you can see the by graphical ornament. So this report you need to send for the stakeholders. Okay, is it fine? So today is completed for the controller. Tomorrow we'll see for the each and every option and how to we can report generated. We'll see for the tomorrow class. Okay, is it fine? Hello. Thank you for joining class. We'll meet for the tomorrow. Okay. Funny. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for joining everyone. We'll meet tomorrow class.